I want to ask you a little bit about this weekend's trip. Obviously, the two teams you played a couple of weeks ago here. What are you kind of looking for in this series of games?
Well, we're hoping for more points,
Yeah.
obviously, but obviously, hey, we're just trying to make progress here. I like what we're seeing coming in the last little bit here. I think we're starting to make positive strides in terms of our puck possession again and snap it down a little bit defensively here, but just continue to make sure we're getting better on a daily basis, and hopefully it carries into the weekend here with the first game at Dartmouth on Friday.
And sometimes when you get in a little funk, can it help maybe if you play the same teams that the thing started with in the first place? If you can kind of use it as a weekend to kind of.
Yeah, we just want to make sure. Like I think sometimes we're getting too far ahead of ourselves. That's we did such a good job of that earlier, just staying in the moment, and staying on task at hand. Maybe we got ahead of ourselves. Who knows? We. Looking at it, I just think it's important for us to be good today in practice here on Wednesday, and then take a step forward on Thursday, and then that consistency comes with that breeds confidence, and hopefully that leads into the game on Friday night, and we just want to for us is just execution mentally, attention to detail for 120 minutes. That's our goal for the weekend.
I was going to talk about Nico also. Obviously, and I know what he can do offensively. What I was going to ask you about today was just face-offs too. How valuable has he become for you as a face-off person? Is he one of the better ones you've had since you've been at Clarkson too?
Well, yeah, when you have a puck possession philosophy as a program and as a team, right? It starts with a face-off. So it's pretty simple as a center. You tell young players you want to play, win face-offs because you're going to be put in all key situations. You'll probably take the power play face-offs, probably take the key penalty kill face-offs. You'll take face-offs at the end of a game, and so that's what he provides for himself. He provides us a real staple that we good chance we're going to win, a good chance we're going to have the puck, so we're not going to have to defend. And he's just he's accountable. He just prepares properly, he works at his trade, and so a little detail like face-offs, it's important to him, and he takes pride in it.
Is he one of those people who you have pretty confidence no matter who he's going up against that he's capable of winning any face-off he takes?
Yeah, we try. We had some games where we match. I look over, it's I'm sure some opposing coaches are wondering they might think they're getting the match they want. It's not a big thing for our team. We're just trying to play our brand of hockey, and we think we got responsible guys. On a given night, someone's better than other guys defensively, and someone's better than other guys offensively. It kind of switches from game to game. We try to get a feel for that, but being overly concerned about matchups is not what makes us tick. It's about being in the flow, being consistent with our changes, and getting guys on the ice and getting their minutes properly and getting them in the range where we use them for the proper number of minutes that gets them successful, even late in the third periods as it was in the first is our key, and that's what we strive to do as coaches.
Yeah, I was going to talk to you today about face-offs. I saw looking at some of the national stats that you're one of the best in the country at that. I was wondering, have you always been good at those, or is that something that you just kind of worked on over the years?
Yeah, I think we work on it a lot actually in practice. After almost every day, I would say we get centers together and just try to develop some speed and some skill there. It's kind of the two components that you need.
How much of it is luck to win those? Because sometimes it seems like it bounces around 3 or 4 things, and then somebody gets control of it. So you get credit for the win, even if it wasn't maybe directly off that.
Yeah, sometimes it's a bounce too that's involved, and the wingers are involved too. Sometimes because the puck goes to the side, it's a 50-50 battle. So it's not like just the center who's involved in the face-off. So if the wingers do a good job there too, that obviously helps out the numbers there.
Is that a stat you care just as much about as maybe how many goals or assists you have? I mean, is that something you take pride in to have a good face-off percentage? Or?
Yeah, definitely. It's it's an essential part of my game. I think as a center, to make the life of my line mates easier. We don't have to chase pucks if I win a bigger percentage of my face-offs.
I was curious too about when you get kicked out sometimes if the circle. What usually happens in plays where one of you guys gets kicked out? What's usually the cause of that, and how does that feel as a player? Like when you.
I'm pretty confident in Devin or Harold to take a face-off every once in a while. So just you move too quickly, you just anticipate wrong or something like that, and then they got a pretty short temper there.
And how tough is that? Not to make you sound like you're bashing Russ, but a lot of times you'll see a game where the guy just doesn't drop the puck for the longest time. As a player, what's going through your mind when you're just waiting for the guy to drop the puck? I mean, do you ever get like the fans where they're just like, drop the thing?
Yeah, sometimes they actually laugh with the other center about how. Bad job the linesmen are doing sometimes, but it's game by game. Sometimes it's they kind of seem to go your way, and sometimes they don't.
It seems like for their sake, it would be kind of a dangerous thing. You're dropping your bare hand is dropping the puck between two guys with sticks. I was surprised that they don't ever get hit.
Yeah, I know that. I know when we do it in practice, Phil or Josh, they don't like practicing with us because they've been hit in the hands a couple of times. So it's understandable. Yeah.
I guess first thing to start off with, I was going to ask you, what was your reaction when you saw the line charts last weekend and Sheldon was in with your group?
Obviously, I mean, we were talking about earlier. It's kind of surprising. I mean, most of the people know we've played together for 5 years and probably haven't spent more than 3 games in a row without him. But no, it's just sometimes it's new. Every player kind of needs a different something to just brew it up, stir the pot. So it's exciting, and he had a good game also on Saturday there with his 2 goals and stuff, and it's been good with Harold's and Nico too. So we'll see what this week of practice holds.
And you have different views, obviously, when you're on the ice compared to when you're on the bench watching. What did you notice maybe about Sheldon that you hadn't seen from when you were playing with him, like, because you were watching him from the bench this time?
Yeah, it's a little different. It's kind of weird too. But he's a great shooter. He's an awesome shooter. He gets away from guys, just shoot the puck, and I mean, I've known that for a while too. But with Nick and G there on Saturday, big bodies in front of the net, that helped him obviously, and it was good.
The other thing I want to talk about, because obviously you played along with Nico, I was talking to Nico about his face-off success this year. What impresses you when you watch him take face-offs?
He's just a big boy. He's so strong when he gets in that face-off circle. As a winger, it makes our job easier. Half the time more than half the time he wins it clean. So it's nice for us. And when it's a 50-50 battle, we do our best as wingers to help him win. He takes pride in that, and so it makes us take pride in that face-off puck possession.
I know sometimes the guy will get tossed from the circle. When you have to go in there and fill in, does it a little pressure because he wins like 69% of the time? Do you feel like you've got to win because you're filling it for him?
Yeah, I always joke around with him in practice there when we take a couple draws together. He's obviously a better face-off man than I am, but I try to learn when I can. I mean, probably take 1 or 2 draws a game, but there's no pressure really. It's one draw, but definitely, I'm a competitive guy. So when I get in the circle, try to do my best and try to beat maybe a normal centerman.
I think so.